Come with me to paradise. Welcome to my paradise. I welcome back all you, all of you, all of you. All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the boy with the Pampers and the Toys. I recorded from paradise. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to all your friends, all your enemies, and hit the notification bell as well when I do upload new content. And follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter. I want to call it Twitter so bad, but and Instagram. The boy with the Pampers and the Toys is on the screen. And as we almost at our end with G.I. Joe Classified Series weeks, I have a few to go over before I move on to the next type of toys. You know, on this channel we talk about everything. We don't just talk about one thing. And I just want to take this time to thank everybody for your support, your love, your views, your likes. It looks like my channel is doing pretty decent, and I thank you all. This is gratitude. This is peace and humble pie. So today we're going to be talking about another G.I. Joe Classified Series figure, and that figure, we're going to get to a little feminine energy. It's going to be Vypra from the Cobra team. So, you know me, I love to talk about origin stories that I do know. Vypra, she's not really that important of a character, but her origin story that I know of from reading the comic books before, I ain't read a lot of G.I. Joe Classified comic books, but I do remember she was a driver for the four-wheeler for Cobra. She was a ninja that was very good when it comes to fighting style. She was very mysterious. She's kind of like the Ada Wong of Resident Evil in a ninja suit, because you know Ada Wong was so mysterious, don't nobody ever know who she is. So this woman puts on a lot of different narratives and scenarios and all of that storylines just to keep people going and guessing and not guessing and going. And you know, I do feel like this is a Target exclusive, by the way, as well too. I already got one open as well too, so I could show that as well. I don't know why I bought two of them. I can't remember why I bought two of them. Purchased two of them. This wasn't an important figure, but she plays a key important role, and I do see there are some similarities of other figures as well that they added to her. And me understanding the business side of things with Hasbro, I was shooting Hasbro down and other companies down, but I do have to realize that it's okay that they make some repaints and reuse some parts, because they do have to make a profit off how many action figures of that actual figure have sold, so they can put into the next project. That's kind of like, you know, everybody wants an action figure updated look wrestling figure. So in order for that wrestling figure, who has a lot of TV time, to have a better figure, that figure right here has to sell. And you know, it's fair. I get the business side of things. Somebody had explained to me. I'm like, I know about business. Mind your business. So let's go ahead and get to some things. I'm gonna put it right in my mouth. Okay. So as you can see, we got Vypra here. She is number 88 in the series, and I love the artwork, but I did hate these boxes, so they don't make these boxes no more. Gratitude to Hasbro for that. Got a Q&R code. I don't know what it's used for. Don't get me lying. Shows a little, you know, her pieces that she comes with. And barcode. So let's get her. She's a part of the Python Patrol unit. So real quick, this is some fine little artwork. I thought about something. I seen someone on Instagram do this. I wish I would have just cut these out a long time ago and like put them on a poster board, maybe color them in. Because the poster board I seen somebody on Instagram had was amazing. So, too late. They're all gone. Gotta move on. So, as you can see, we got the lovely, deadly Vypra here. And, this figure is not a bad figure, but it was a hit and a miss for me, because feel like Vypra plays a strong, important character, but it's important to have all your G.I. Joe classified figures because she is a driver for Cobra them, and I do feel like there were certain elements that were missing from what I do remember her in the comic books. I don't remember her in the cartoon at all. So, in all fairness, I'm showing you the Vypra that I opened up when I first got her a while back, and I finally opened this one up just for the review. So, let's get into this character. So, let's talk about her face scope real quick. Okay, with her face scope, her eyes look like they got on some great geisha girl. I hope I pronounced it right. Geisha girl makeup, and she's very mysterious. Don't nobody know what she looks like underneath that mask. To my knowledge, I don't remember her unmasked in the cartoon. So I thought they did good with her having the seductress, poisonous looking eyes. So, she can look down, she can look up with no problem. Really, she's kind of got the same kind of body, halfway body as Akiko in the Snake Eyes movies. I'm going to show that as well. And it seems like every female character gets the Zarana arms for some apparent reason. But, it's okay, Got to make the battle worth it happening because I guess Zarana was another female character to me that was a good-looking figure. I don't think she sold too well because if she did, she would have never went to Ollie's so quick. So, I love the face scope. It just, it gives her that evil, vicious look. Now, for the costume, she got this vest right here that's going over the chest area. So, if you really wanted to, I guess you could use a razor blade and make her to your own, have your own little custom going on. And it looks like her arms, her vest kind of in this little part right here keeps her arms from going up all the way. So if you want to rip that off, you can. That's just on you. I'm not going to rip mine at all. So just looking at her figure reminds me of the video game Shinobi from the 80s. Shinobi was a great game on Sega and on arcade. And the game Tenchu and Shinobi reminds me of her, but I guess her character came out a little bit later on. And Tenchu is one of the best ninja games all time that was on a great PlayStation back in the 90s. Okay. So, with that being said, her chest area doesn't move as well. I guess it's on a ball point joint, something like that. She got these double jointed, pinless arms. So that's pretty cool. When you're looking at it, her arms don't look too bad right there. She does have I think this is a whole part where you can put her weapon, her little carrier of her swords in. I'll show that in a minute. So, just her articulation at the bottom, like her waist doesn't. She got a ball joint waist as well too that doesn't move too well. I like this belt they got around her too because it looks it makes out the costume even more. So it definitely looks like she does have Akiko legs and Akiko's feet to a degree, but there's a difference with the bottom feet of Akiko's as well. I'll show that. So she can do the splits, so you can pose her any kind of way. Super Street Fighter. What you call it? Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, Sonny Shiba. So, she does have double jointed, pinned. Oh God, I hate pins. So that kind of threw me off for a little bit. Knees. I hate pins. Got a nice little thigh boot cut going on. And it looks like this part right here kind of is around her waist. Like if you want to take that off and upgrade this, but it defeats the purpose of the figure, so I wouldn't even recommend you to do that. I'm not going to be too petty. I like Trigger hands, but she don't have any guns, but she got a bow and arrow. And so and back to her head sculpt, This mask right here, I don't have that blue ninja in the 2-pack or whatever it was a couple years ago. I do not have it, but this is the same type of body as that ninja. And then this mask um, is the same one, but you know it's got a different little design on the front, the little eye. And Zartan's mask is just like this too, but his mask is not skull. It's like this. It's his disguise mask for his hood, and I'll show that as well too because I do have a Zartan figure. So you just can put that mask over her. And if you want to buy a whole bunch of these and build an army of Vypras, you can. But she is just one really character. But it's okay to have multiple of her. You know, it's not gonna hurt. She doesn't stand on her own too well. So if you have any of these stands from the retro series, if you don't feel like standing her, just put on one of them. It's only if you got them, or put on some type of stand. So she doesn't stand too horribly or anything like that. And for weapons, like I said, she has this right here, her arrows in the back, and she does have one that you can actually put, I think, across the bow and arrow. So let's do it this way. All right. Wait a minute, hold on now. Did they? I don't really think they see. They didn't do too well on this. They didn't they didn't make the hole a little wider. That's why I'm real picky about buying two of the same figures because you just never know what you might get. But it did fit, so no panic, no need to panic at all. So if you want to slide her swords in the back right here, please be my guest. Please be my guest. It's not going to hurt at all. Alright. Now, I do feel like, this is my opinion, I feel like the little brown, red part of the handles of the sword looks kind of, I get it, it's toy swords. I'm not expecting them to be real, but I just kind of wish the weapons for G.I. Joe they don't have to feel 100% realistic, I get it, but just not look so plastic at all. So I wish she would have had an extra set of hands, maybe, or don't give her no trigger hands. Just basically like give her some closed-in hands. So I'm just showing you what she looks like. I'm just showing you what she looks like holding both of her swords. Because I got a problem with bending these weapons so easily. So pretty cool, ain't it? Pretty cool. Talking about, come, it's time to assassinate you. So lame. Who says stuff like that? Alright. So now I'm going to put her swords back in the back because y'all see what she looks like with her swords in her hand. And, you know, I will show the figure that I already have open with the swords in it just to be fair. Now, I can't really recall which figure did have a bow and arrow besides Scarlet. Scarlet had one of them handheld iconic bow and arrow guns, so this is different. So if you want to, you can trying to think how you would do this. Don't get me lying, gang. Don't get me lying. So if you want her to hold it any kind of way, it's your choice of how you want your figure to hold their weapon of choice. And I guess this arrow, maybe you can put it... The arrow can go back here where this hoe is. There's a hoe back here of her, what's your name? So just put it like that. Yeah, leave it there for now. Okay. So overall, I'll give the score of what I give this figure at the end. I'm going to compare and contrast her with some other figures. Just, you know, just to have on standby. Because I like comparing my figures to other figures that I do have in my collection. It's not going to hurt at all. So here is the lady of the night in the middle. So these are both figures that she had parts from. The blue female ninja I don't have. And I don't think she's a little costly online. I'm not really paying that much for that chick. I'll pay her over if I do that. So as you can see, she has Zarana arms and she has Akiko's legs. But the difference of the feet, I definitely like um, Vypra's feet better because Akiko, she had these female boots on, these little, I call them Black Widow boots. And it's hard for her to stand on her own. But I really do think Akiko was a good looking snake ass figure. Well, she could stand a little bit. It's my first time ever trying to stand her. So standing on a prayer or something. I don't know, a bird. But just have her sit next, side by side between the figures that they took parts from Zarana. She's an all around girl for the girls' body parts. So I got her sitting next to Big Boys, Gungo, and Zartan. And Zartan's got this mask. Sometimes I go into a different mindset and forget Zartan even looks like this because I keep this mask on him. So this is what I mean by the mask is pretty much like the same type of thing, but the difference is that one's a little smaller. It's cut off in half of the jaw, and it has like a little handle on the back of it. As Zartan's, you just have to just basically put his over him and put the hood on, and you would think he's Evil Dead Hell King. So Vypra's pretty tiny. She's a pretty itty bitty. I think her and Jodie Shooter Craig are the smallest female figures, besides the other Scarlet, the one that nobody liked with the orange hair. Now, I'm not saying this, but I'm not insinuating. Oops. Come on, Zyling. Why? Why, Zaya? Why, Zaya? Okay, come on. Stand up, girl. Stand on your 2 feet. You fought well in a movie and try to help your brother. Okay, hopefully she stays. I just want to turn her around. Okay, so Xialing, she's from the what is the movie called again? Oh my goodness, Shang-Chi movie from Marvel's. That's the sister of Shang-Chi, and then we got iconic, legendary figure Chun-Li created from Jada Toys, which is one of the best female action figures of all time, besides Black Widow, the newest Black Widow they made. Now, if you wanted to, just for fun, and if you was, you can say that Xia Ling is Vypra underneath the mask. That's what she looks like. She ain't got no eye makeup on. I don't know. Yeah, it's her. But I can't say that for Chun-Li because Chun-Li is, pretty bigger than both of the girls. But Xia Ling is the same size as Vypra. But I do think that the Xia Ling figure was pretty well put together. Just saying. Then next guy standing next to Dusty and the guy from Fortnite. I can't think of his name worth saving my life. So, she's the itty bitty bunch in the middle. And Dusty, you know what? I do have as another Dusty. I got another Dusty, loose one that I've been using to present on the, compare and contrast on the channel. And last but not least, I got her next to 2 female WWE Mattel creative figures. Liv Morgan on the right and Zelina Vega on the left. And they're probably, I'm going to say Liv Morgan's a little bit taller. And maybe her and Zelina Vega could be, well, I think they're taller than her a little bit, just about a tad bit. So it just shows you how much of the same kind of size they are, compare and contrast. But just they're a little bigger on the meat part than Vypra in the middle. Overall, I'll give this figure, I just give her a 9.2 out of a 10. The reason why I give her 9.2 out of a 10 because they reused so many parts. And so I would have loved if they would have did like what the comic book had at first, where she was in an all-black ninja attire. And, not something that's going to be repetitive over and over with a ninja suit. But, hey, I get it. It's the business of things. All right. So as you can see, we talked about the one and only Vypra, four-wheeler driver for Cobra and his peeps. And I mean, I could say I could do without the figure, but I'm just happy to have more addition added to my collection because, as you can see, I'm really trying my best to get more. I probably got to get about, maybe about 35 more figures, I think. No, take that back, I'm lying. Probably more than that, I'm lying. I don't know. I ain't counting it. Anyways, well, I'd like to thank all my friends for subscribing to my YouTube channel, both with the Pampers and Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, both with the Pampers and Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and all of your enemies. Also follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. The both the Pampers are listed on the screen right here. And let's see what's cooking up. All right, let's cook it up. Let's cook it up. Let's cook it up. All right, so it looks like Agent Helix has to take down some ninjas along with Xiling. Give me my mask. and Agent Helix is like, so smart. All right, everybody, have a great day. Now it's time to say bye-bye for the next episode. Time to say bye-bye.